The main reason why you play video games is because they are fun. And obviously you want to spend your in-game money on some awesome vehicles. And in today's video, we're going over some of the most fun vehicles in GTA Online. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Anytime I get bored in GTA 5, the first vehicle I take out always has to be the Oppressor Mark 1. It's amazing. You can buy it for $2.65 million if you unlock the trade price for it, and I'm telling you, you will love this thing if you love doing tricks on motorcycles. Now, this bike has a top speed of 140 miles per hour, which is pretty amazing, but let's say you're the type of person that enjoys to use a motorcycle like the TM01 or the Camacho to ramp off of a curb or something and then fly into the air and do all kinds of cool tricks. The best part is you could do that with the Oppressor Mark 1, but then once you're in the air and you realize, oh no, there's a building in front of me, or I'm going to hit the ground and I'm most likely going to die, instead of dying, you just open up your wings. And maybe while doing the tricks, you can hit the rocket boost and do some truly incredible tricks that you've never done before. And you don't even have to treat it like a regular motorcycle. You could just start it up, open up the wings, and use the rocket boost and fly into the air. Then close the wings and then do a bunch of crazy tricks, and just before you hit the ground, open those wings and then just glide and just skim the ground a bit. It recharges the boost and you're back in the air. It's so satisfying when you do that. You have no idea. If you've never used the vehicle before, trust me, you are missing out. And if you're considering purchasing the Oppressor Mark 2 over the Oppressor Mark 1, it all depends on what you want. If you want a vehicle that's very, very fun, get the Mark 1. But if you want something that will help you make money in GTA Online, the Oppressor Mark 2 is the best bet for you. But like I said, this video is about having fun, so buy the Oppressor Mark 1 and you will not be disappointed. Next up, it's kind of obvious, but it's the Phantom Wedge and the Ramp Buggy. They're clearly some of the most fun vehicles in the entire game, and I've said this before, but they are honestly amazing. Rockstar fixed them a long time ago because before they could only destroy about 30 vehicles and then, they would actually blow up, which sucked, but now they can destroy 1,000 and they'll still be perfectly fine, which is perfect for me because I really hate pedestrians. Now, most of you play GTA Online on console, you're driving around, there's really not too many pedestrians, but they still get in the way and really annoy you. I play on PC and I modified the game files so then there's way more pedestrians. I'm talking 4 times the amount of cars on the road and pedestrians walking around on the streets. So trust me, it really, really annoys me. But then I take out these vehicles and man, oh man, do I have a blast. They're honestly both amazing vehicles, but if I had to pick one, I would pick the Phantom Wedge, because personally, I just like that more. I enjoy driving that around a little bit more, just because it's got more weight to it. It really pushes shit out of the way. The Ramp Buggy, though, is awesome. No matter what you hit, it could be a little motorcycle, or it could be a dump truck. No matter what, it will be launched into the air, which is obviously amazing. But I still prefer the Phantom Wedge more. It's obviously personal preference. Both the vehicles are amazing, and I would highly recommend getting either one. So honestly, just go buy one right now and enjoy destroying every pedestrian that's ever pissed you off in GTA 5. By the way, if you need some money in GTA 5 or some credits in Forza, check out Digazani. The link is down below in the description. Get 10% off at checkout by using code Frolics. Next up, let's talk off-roading. Now, it's obviously a ton of fun to go off-roading in GTA 5. Most people would pick the Outlaw or the Vagrant, but I would recommend the Trophy Truck, Desert Raid, or the Camacho. These are the kings of off-roading in this game. They are amazing. Even though it looks like the Vagrant and the Outlaw would be amazing at off-roading, they honestly aren't that good when you compare them to the Camacho, Desert Raid, or the Trophy Truck. They're honestly great vehicles, and they're also not too expensive when you compare them to the Vagrant or the Outlaw, which is $2.2 million for the Vagrant and $1.2 million for the Outlaw. You can get the Desert Raid or the Trophy Truck for $550,000 or $695,000, and the Camacho is only $345,000, which is dirt cheap. And if you're wondering which of these vehicles are the best out of those three, personally, I think the Camacho still is the best. I love it, and anytime I go off-roading, I use this thing, and I'm just gassing it up and down mountains, and this thing can climb up nearly 90-degree slopes. It's incredible, but the Desert Raid and the Trophy Truck are great in terms of suspension. Their suspension is outstanding. So if you want to go off-roading in GTA 5, trust me, buy one of these vehicles and you will have a ton of fun. If you want to buy an off-roading bike, it's the BF400 all the way. I'm not going to explain anything. Trust me, just go buy it and you'll see for yourself. It's phenomenal. But these vehicles are awesome. Next up is the LF22 Starling. This plane is a ton of fun. Before I made this video, I didn't think it was too great, but then I heard a lot of people talking about it. They were saying it's honestly an amazing plane, you should try it out. So I did. I spent an hour flying around in the city, blowing up shit and just having a bunch of fun. And it's awesome. This plane is incredible. My favorite thing about this plane though is the rocket boost. Like right when we started talking about this plane in this video, I hit that boost and it's still going. Like that's awesome. Like it's got an extremely long lasting boost and it doesn't recharge extremely quick, but it takes a while for it to go down. So once it gets up to halfway, it'll last a decent amount of time. And one little tip I can give you with this plane, I tested it out on PC with a mod menu. If you want to try it, by all means go ahead. But if you are in a nosedive with this plane, and it's for over about 7 to 8 seconds, you will reach speeds well over 220, 230 miles per hour. But if you use the rocket boost, it will actually slow the plane down to 207 miles per hour exactly. I don't know why it happens. It doesn't really make too much sense to me considering you're using a rocket boost and it actually slows you down. I don't really know why it happens, but it does. So if you're in this plane, you're in a nosedive for over 7 seconds, just so you know, you might not want to hit that boost just yet. You might want to pull up and then hit the boost. But anyways, the vehicle itself is so much fun. Its handling and agility is outstanding. I can compare it to something like the Alpha Z1 stunt plane, which is extremely delicate, but it turns like crazy, handles like crazy, but it's very delicate. This thing handles like practically the same way, but it honestly is just built better, I guess. It's easier to control, which I really like. Now, it is somewhat expensive. You are gonna have to spend 2.7 mil to buy this thing, which is a lot, but honestly, it's worth it. You bring this thing to a dogfight, you are gonna mess some people up. I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna do a great job. Just pop some flares off, use the rocket boost, use the homing missiles, do whatever. This plane will be amazing in it, which is why I can now see so many people using this thing in dogfights. It's obviously not the only amazing plane to use in terms of fighting other people, I guess, but it's still pretty damn amazing, and it's a lot cheaper than the laser, which is also a benefit. But the main thing is it's a lot of fun. Now, if you want to have some real fun, buy Arena War vehicles. Don't play Arena War, just buy the cars. They're awesome. If you want cars, I would recommend the Future Shock Imperator or the ZR380. They are amazing. The Dominator is decent as well, but I think these ones are way better, and we'll get into some of the other vehicles in just a second. My favorite thing is obviously having the ability to use nitrous, which is great, but the shunt boost is freaking amazing. And obviously, you don't really need to upgrade these cars all that much. The main things you want to put on are the boosting abilities and maybe some proximity mines. You don't need to put the body stuff on, like the spinning blades, the spikes, and all this armor and crap. Yeah, it looks kind of crazy, but if you want to make the car look nice and simple and just put some cool shit on it, just put the plasma turrets on or the guns on the front of the car. And like I said, spinning blades are kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie, but the main thing is the abilities that these cars have. The shunt boost, using nitrous, having the jump boost as well. It's insane. Plus having the ability to shoot, and some of the cars even have a compact grenade launcher on the back of it. So you have all of these crazy abilities built into one car, and the best part is all of the Arena War vehicles are actually quite fast. Like the Imperator reaches really high speeds, and if you use the nitrous with it, it goes even faster. If you want to have some real fun though, put the Mega Blade on. This thing will just pop up any car that's in front of you, and it'll instantly kill any person or pedestrian that's also in front of you, which is pretty awesome. It's a lot of fun to use that thing. Now, it doesn't work too well against larger vehicles. It works really well against small vehicles or even just supercars in general because they're fairly low to the ground, but big vehicles won't work too well, and the spinning blades will instantly kill anybody, which is also kind of awesome. But if you want the best of the best, buy the Bruiser. Apocalypse version, Nightmare, Future Shock, doesn't matter. This thing is a tank. It's amazing. No matter what is in front of it, it will go through it. And it has all of the same abilities as all of the other Arena War vehicles. Nitrous, shunt boost, jump boost, proximity mines, sticky mines, guns on the front of it, spikes, all this kind of crazy shit. It's honestly the best vehicle. I love driving this thing around. Out of all of the other Arena War vehicles, if you're looking for something crazy, trust me, buy this thing. And by the way, this is what it looks like fully upgraded with the Apocalypse version. Like I said, I prefer Future Shock because it looks just kind of cool and futuristic, but this one just looks like something straight out of Mad Max, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, my favorite thing about this vehicle specifically is no matter what you hit or run into, it'll be launched out of the way or instantly destroyed, like that giant plane that you just saw in front of me. Trust me, if you want to buy something really fun in GTA 5, buy an Arena War vehicle. The Bruiser is my favorite and I would recommend getting that, but if you want a car, the Imperator is amazing and the ZR380 also amazing. There's a lot of great options. I would definitely recommend checking some of them out, playing Arena War with them, messing around with them, and really just seeing what they're like. But once you bring it into free mode, you're gonna have so much fun playing with these freaking cars. Like, they're literally toys. They're not even cars, they're actual toys. It's awesome. And the final vehicle, I think this is something we all know is a ton of fun. It's the TM02 Tank. Tanks are awesome. The Rhino tank was an amazing tank for a long time. It is the OG tank in GTA 5. We all know it, we all love it. But then Rockstar released this, and I'm so happy they listened to the community. We all complained that the Rhino tank had a turret on the top that we couldn't control. It would be nice if we could put one other person inside the vehicle so they can control the turret. So they released a tank with 4 seats, one that mans a railgun cannon, a mounted MG, and then grenade launchers on the sides of it. This vehicle is amazing, and it is so much fun to drive. If you can get a whole squad in this thing, it doesn't matter what is near you, except for maybe an Oppressor Mark 2, you will destroy everything. Like, it's so much fun to drive this thing around. Yeah, the Rhino tank was great, but it was just a 1-seater. This is a 4-seater, and you can cover all angles. 360-degree view around this tank. Nobody is getting by you. And I have deemed it in previous videos the king of the streets in GTA 5 because there's literally no other vehicle that's going to be able to mess with this thing. Like, yeah, Night Shark is going to be able to take some hits, but it's not going to be able to destroy this thing. And the grenade launchers on the side of it are pretty damn OP. Like, you could see this. Look at all the freaking explosions going on everywhere. It's all from just this tank. And it can even take down things in the air. Like, is that not awesome? I would highly recommend purchasing this over the Rhino tank, even though it's a bit more expensive. If you have any friends that you play with, they'll be able to get into this tank with you and have an absolute blast as well. So I would highly recommend purchasing this over the Rhino tank, and trust me, you will have a ton of fun with it. Well guys, in my opinion, those are some of the most fun vehicles in GTA 5 Online at the moment in 2022. Now, I have made videos on this in the past about a bunch of other fun vehicles, so if you want to check them out, the links are down below in the description. And if you want to check out some other vehicles that you should definitely buy in GTA 5 Online, there's a link down below in the description for that. And also vehicles that you should definitely not buy. That's also down below, so check it out if you're interested. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.